Hello everyone and welcome to my morning report chart appraisals on Monday the 14th of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. We've got a relatively sort of corrective dollar. It's interesting that we've got the euro and sterling which are strengthening against the dollar today. Dollar index down, now back below 92.50. And that is sort of being pulled back by the euro and sterling. Not really so much the yen. The yen is actually weakening a touch today. And also, you're not really getting too much direction on the Aussie and the Kiwi, and Canadian dollar slightly stronger against the dollar today, but yeah, nothing too significant. But the move is sort of happening as the dollar index just sort of rolled over after that inflation data that we saw last week that missed to the downside on the core CPI, and you've not got any real data points today that you can really point to. But it's interesting that the euro has strengthened after comments from ECB's François Villeroy, how's my accent? Don't know. Who has basically said that he thinks that QE is going to end at some stage this year. Asset purchase program going to be wound down this year, and also he sees that rate rises are going to be quarters, not years, after that rate. Sort of after that, at the end of that APP. So subsequently, pretty much in line with what hawks such as Jens Weidmann have been talking about previously, but certainly that has also boosted the euro today, and subsequently that's why we're seeing the dollar index chart slightly lower. Now, nothing too significant in terms of direction on equities. We did have Wall Street positive on Friday, 0.2% up, and you also got the futures up as well. However, that's not helping your European markets, which are all down. Yeah, that's a slight little correction move. DAX back below 13,000 again. So it's just I think it's just a minor little near-term blip rather than anything more significant, but it's interesting nonetheless. Now, data points. Nothing today. Absolutely nothing. I'm sort of nothing at all that you can really point to. So yeah, markets are sort of moving on these early trending moves, and at the moment that is slightly dollar negative and equities lower. So my chart today is dollar Swiss. Now, what we have seen in dollar Swiss is this big strong run up through April into May, but we're now starting to see that rolling over. It's similar to many of the moves on these forex forex major charts, whereby, say for example, Eurodollar has broken a downtrend, cable has broken a downtrend, and yeah, interesting that we're seeing it the dollar Swiss as well. Now, what we have got is a line in here that I've drawn, which is a pivot around about 99.75, which was today's low, and yeah, that is a level clearly that market has been looking at. Zoom out here. See that yeah, around that sort of 99.65, 99.75 area is around where we see this pivot. So that is your initial level that the market is looking out for. But looking at these momentum indicators on the hourly, we've got the configuration which was positive on the MACD lines all the way up through May, but now that's turned negative and failing at under neutral, failing in the mid 50s on the early RSI. So these little rallies are being sold into suddenly on dollar Swissy, and you can see that parity 1.00 is a little bit of a sort of near-term pivot as well. So we are seeing the potential for this market to start rolling over. Now, if it does break down below 99.75, 99.65, then that would, I think, open a correction move, because look at these daily indicators. RSI around 70. If it falls below 70, that is now a sell signal. MACD lines, stochastics crossing lower. So these are all sort of indicators that are on the brink. A little bit of potential change of tracks which we could see from this move. So dollar Swissy could be an interesting one to watch now. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later.